Hey everybody, welcome to Forex trading analysis. It is for Synergy FX. It is 9:15 p.m. on Monday, the 11th of June. Today we're going to be looking at a few pairs, but before we get started, quick risk disclaimer. Foreign exchange trading carries a high level of risk. Before you decide to trade foreign exchange, we encourage you to consider your investment objectives, your risk tolerance, and trading experience. It is possible to lose some or all of your initial investment, so don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor, and all information provided is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as trading advice or counsel. So, in terms of news for tomorrow, we have the pound manufacturing production and the RBA we have a speaker from the RBA coming tomorrow. So, a couple news out of the Great British Pound and the Aussie dollar, which should make the market semi-interesting tomorrow, but not a whole lot of news to disrupt any trading setups that you have set for tomorrow. So one pair I do want to take a look at, just because of these two news breaks, is the Pound Aussie. And currently the Pound Aussie is stuck between the 200 and 100 hour moving average. If we throw on the daily chart, we are trading just above the 100 day, and the 200 has been flat for an impressive amount of time. Usually you don't see this kind of non-trending market for months on end. So this hints to, first of all, possibly a indecision for the pair, as well as investors saying that this pair is fairly priced right now, but usually fairly priced right now means that we get bigger moves in the future. So if we do start to trend, first of all, I do think that it'll be toward the upside for this pair. And if it is toward the downside, then you'll know by a break below the 100 or 200 day moving averages. And it'll help by looking at the 1 hour and being able to compare it to that. So currently the 100 and 200 are sloping downward, and we are trading between them. So a little bit of range bound trading could ensue. We could see possibly, if this move continues to the downside and RSI continuation continues to fall, then we could see possibly below the 100, which is currently at 1.5637, and possibly to the low, or the open of this bar, sorry, 1.56301. However, we do start to push the upside. Obviously, the 200 hour moving average is going to be a nice target. This is about a 73 pip trade, 70 pip trade. And so if we do start to see toward the upside, I do think that'll be the first level that I'm looking at in terms of targets. Also, this area around 1.57 seems to be a nice resistance level. We have gotten a couple bounce offs of that level so far, and while I don't really like to break out trade, we could see there, this is going to be a nice area to define risk, because we could see a nice rotation to the downside. But like I said, if you do throw on the 1 day charts, we are just above the 100 and 200. So again, those are going to be acting as support, and I'd rather go with the longer term chart. So this is a chart that does indicate to me a trend to the upside, but there are some areas to define your risk at, especially to the upside, more importantly. So the next pair I do want to take a look at is the US dollar Swiss franc, which I've been watching for almost the entire day, just based on the fact that we have filled this gap so entirely. It's pretty impressive how a pair can fill a gap so easily and really have not too many down bars. These are hourly bars, and so over the course of the entire day, we had almost every single bar was in the green. Maybe possibly 3 during normal trading hours were to the downside. And so there was a lot of buying from the US dollar today, and we did see some major falls from the pairs such as the euro dollar and the pound dollar as well. So currently we are just above overbought conditions. RSI is printing at 64, so we do still have quite a little bit of room to run to the upside. I think we could possibly see up to close at 0.96475 up in this area. Could be a nice area of resistance, as well as obviously the highest close, which comes in at 0.97443. So we could see up to both of those levels, and I do think that this will be a false breakout of the 100 the 100 hour moving average, and we will start to see a push to the upside both in the 200 and 100. And RSI will continue to show overbought conditions, but I will be looking to sell extreme strength in the move that I do think is going to happen over the next couple days. So that's what I like from the Swiss franc. Maybe I'll throw in the daily chart too, just to get a quick glimpse at that. We do seem to have a lot to run to the upside. Again, I do think we could see up to the highest close, which is at 0.97144. So 0.97 is going to be my first target for this pair, and above that level, I will be looking to start to sell some strong moves to the upside. The last pair I want to take a look at is another cross. It's the Euro Aussie dollar, and the reason I want to take a look at this is because we are at a point where the 200, 100, and price are starting to converge on each other. The price currently is at 1.26311, and the 100-day moving average is 1.26667. So we are at an extremely good point for breakout trades here, as price usually does bounce in one direction or another from these type of setups. And a lot of times it tends to be a good trade to fade these type of moves. If we do start to see a push to the downside, a perfect example right here, the 100, 200, and price are all in the exact same zone, and a fade of the breakout did occur. So that is one trade setup that I do like to use with this. If we do start to see a large push to the upside, I will start to sell, and if we do start to see a large push to the downside, I will start to buy, and I'll set my stops really tight so that I have decreased risk. So those are the three charts I want to take a look at, and there's not too many high probability setups right now, but I do think that we will see some really nice moves over the next couple days, just based on the fact that we do have a lot of news, and the fact that we did have such a huge gap is going to cause people to come into the market in droves. So that's what I have to say today, and thank you very much for watching. Please follow us during the week at Synergy FX for more updates, and good luck trading.